This is Gabby, and we are here again in our storytelling about a successful person behind being an orphan. So, this is our operations manager, by the way, that is the highlight of his career. So, I'm featuring him. So, I would like to introduce to you operations manager, Ibañez. Hi, can you tell me about the story that you lost your parents and then what happened?
Hi Gabby, good morning. So, way back in college, so both of my parents died. So, my mother died due to hypertension, and then my father died due to cancer. So,
At the same time, you
um,
were 17 and being an orphan and still in college. Wow, that's a very shocking thing to be on your own in college. So they died at the same time?
no, they died a year apart.
A year apart, so successively. So what happened to you? You were in college. How did you survive without parents?
I used to work first as a crew in one of the fast food chains here in us, which is Jollibee. And then, from time to time, I used to work in a construction site.
Construction site?
Yes,
As what?
so as a construction worker. So,
Oh,
yeah, I mix
wow.
some cement,
Cement.
paints.
Hard labor.
Yeah, hard labor. Yes.
So, did you fend for yourself to college or you just have to work first?
I actually do it the same time. So from Monday to Friday, I go to school, and then during my, let's say, Saturday and Sunday, or during the same break, then I work as construction worker.
Wow, did you imagine yourself like from an orphan and becoming a construction worker and now you end up as an operations manager? How did it happen? Did you dream even that time when you were 17?
No. Until now, it is still a surprise for me that I am on this position.
A surprise.
Aside from having those experience, being in this industry is not easy for me. So being part of BPO is really a challenge. So I always ask the people that I work with, like a trivia question, like, how, do you think how many times I applied? I tried to apply in a call center or in a BPO way back before I got my first company. I got into the first call center company in the Philippines. So most of them they answered like probably applied 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, but I applied more than 40 times. So
40 times
yeah.
in wow, and then you're in the highest position like why you did not give up? I will give up on my third try.
So it's more about like the needs for my family, because since
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters, but during the time they have their own thing. So, and at the same time, um, my first baby was born when I was 20, so I need to also work for.
So you got married like an orphan, then married, having your own family, and you still have siblings.
Yes. So, but I'm the youngest among all of us.
Why do you have to take care of your older sibling?
I'm not taking care of them. It's just that they have their own thing, so I'm basically on my own at the time. So
So how did so it's your family that you never gave up on them. So you have to be more than just a construction worker, more than just a Jollibee crew. So of course you started in the entry level as an agent. So how did you groom yourself to elevate from that?
see. So I'm always a competitive person. So, but the funniest thing is,
You compete with yourself or with the other people?
I compete with those people who thinks they are better than me. So,
Oh, better in what way?
in every ways, if someone like makes me feel that they are better than me when it comes to performance, those kind of stuff. So I'll make to a point that I self-study, I practice more than everyone, and apply it in my job. So in that way, when I like do the things that I'm doing, I can do it better and more efficiently than others.
So you were an agent, and what is your like the next stage to that? Like, how did you go up? Like, it's very interesting. Operations manager. It's very respectable, and it's one of the highest positions here. So, how did you move up from being an agent?
The funny story about it is,
Funny.
what's funny about it is I never really apply for, let's say,
A higher position.
a higher position when I was an expert. So, what
Oh, you
happened?
were here. This is your first company.
No, this is not my first company.
But why you call yourself an expert? We call ourselves expert
yeah.
now.
When I was an agent,
Yeah.
under agency mobility. So I asked my supervisor if I can go to the washroom. So I tend to not
Funny.
to lock the or like my station. So one of my teammates who is seated beside me up used my computer and apply for a certain
that's
post.
funny. It's
Yeah.
destined.
So
So he believes in you.
basically she just wanted to make fun of,
To make
that
fun.
application. Yeah, she just did it for fun.
Interesting.
So the following day, I'm kind of surprised that my TL asked me to go to the interview. So I'm not ready about anything. So the good thing is, my operations manager at the time taught me things that I never knew before. And
So
then,
when somebody applied for that position to, more than just an agent, and then they believe you were accepted
yes, I am.
immediately.
Not, of course, I need to undergo with the interview process, with the application process, and yes, fortunately, I was able to pass that road or that interview.
Which is not yet the.
Not yet for manager. It's for a floor support way back
A
in
floor
AT&T, and then
And did you learn something from your trainers to be a floor support?
no, it's something like my supervisor taught me how to discuss things with our agents, how to be effective when it comes to handling SOOP calls and doing RTAs or real-time assistance. So those things are something that I learned from my supervisor.
Okay, so we are in the business that we are customer centered, right? But is that what your company stand for? Because as an expert here, we also protect our agents, right? So are you that customer centric really type of a leader?
A lot
Or
of
people, regardless of the scores, should be here, this, that. But this is our customer. How did you manage to be that?
I'm always looking forward to have or to find balance on it. So there are a lot of my people always like advise everyone that you should go to OMDEC because he's like a pro agent, as what they call
Oh,
it.
that's what I want to
Yeah.
hear.
But
So you were like that even before you came here.
But I just wanted to clear that out. I'm not a pro agent. I'm pro people.
Pro people, okay.
Yeah, because there are sometimes that when they say pro agent, the leaders is trying their best to save their experts or save
Yeah.
their people. But at the same time, there are some situations that by saving probably few people, it may compromise probably the entire team or the entire account. So those are one of those decisions that I really need to balance it out. So I'm okay with letting go of few people as long as
Wow, it's painful letting go. Oh,
so basically that's for me that's one of the hardest part of this job. It's more about how you balance out things. Because not everyone will have the same approach and can make a hard decision like that.
Yes.
So there are leaders that I know that they always give second chances, third chances.
But you don't. You're a
I-
perfectionist.
I'm not perfectionist. I'm also like a kind of leader that also gives chances, but not too much chances.
So can you please tell me what is the transition of leadership from being a floor manager? Then what is the next one?
The floor walkers, then from it's like a support here, and then the next level is being a coach or being a supervisor or TL.
Okay, tell me the transition of being a TL
To manager.
to hire to the operations manager.
When I was a coach or when I was a TL, person that pretty much everyone can ask for help. So
Have
even
you changed when you're the OM already?
I'm still the same person.
Okay.
So it's something that it won't change. So I'm same kind of person that willing to help, regardless if those experts or those people are under my cluster or not. As long as they needed help, I'm here to help. So
So tell me the little, how do you call that, elevation that you have, the higher elevation that you have, like, is it the same style or higher? Because I think you are managing supervisors or coaches or leaders themselves, right? You are the leader above the leaders. So, like, how did you approach that elevated position?
I'm not
Did you
sure.
change your style or the same style?
It. I always say that I did not change my style, or I'm the same person, like who I am before. So the only difference is who are the people that I'm handling. But when it comes to my approach, my style too, it's the same. My leadership style is always based on relationship. So I want my people to follow me and believe in me. It's because they know my capability.
I
They know
see.
that they can trust
They
me.
believe in you.
And I don't want people to follow me because they are afraid of me. So
You lead by example and out of loving the responsibility, not out of fear. Hey, I'm gonna kick you out.
yeah, so I'm not sure if you know this, but every time I talk to someone, regardless of the level, to be the same approach. I don't make everyone feel that, hey, I'm your boss. You need to talk to me
That's
this
very
way.
nice.
So yeah, I'm always friendly with everyone, but at
I
the same
know.
time, when
I
it
think
comes,
extra friendly. He gives Starbucks coffee to his people, but oh my God! So I think you have a kind heart. Basically, that's why you move up, right? So what can you advise to people as our last message? Like, you really moved up from construction worker to operations manager, and never give up on. Why a call center? Can you invite, or maybe is this a good thing, a good choice for the other people who have dreams?
yeah, I would say because there's still probably until now there's a lot of people that don't see the BPO industry as a career kind of job, but I'm one of those people who like the BPO industry really helped me to change my life for myself and for my family. What I can advise to everyone is know your goal.
The goal.
Yeah, know your goal and make sure you work for it.
I see.
Don't be complacent about what you have,
Wow.
about what your knowledge, about your skill set. Instead, every day is a learning experience. Always see the positive side of things. I know we have some leaders that probably you don't like how they handle you or how they support you, but you can still learn something from it.
Yeah,
So-
so meaning to say, some people that are being led, they become very subjective. They forgot about their goal because, and then they quit.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
do you know what I'm trying to say?
So we need to make sure that a lot of people that I know that they always react on a reaction already. So what I always advise to everyone is
A reaction of their action? I don't quite
yeah.
understand.
So when I say reaction to a reaction is because, for example, they feel bad about a certain communication or a certain approach of other people, especially their leaders. But we need to
it's the
understand
character or yeah.
But we need to understand that a certain communication, a certain approach or reaction, it's based on a certain situation or action as well. So we need to understand what is being communicated and not really don't focus on the tone itself,
Yeah.
but focus on the statement and how it will benefit us.
It's kind of subjective and objective approach
time.
of responding.
Exactly. And I'm not sure if this is a good advice, but um, a lot of people is always being optimistic about things that led to somehow disappointments.
Too much positivity.
Yeah, so my approach is always be optimistic, but at the same time you need to be realistic, because being realistic and not being optimistic,
Achievable goal.
yeah.
Okay.
So you need to, that's one of the hardest part, it always balancing it out. So always be objective and subjective at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I make it clear,
Of course.
but pretty much a lot of people only focusing on one side of things.
Which is?
So there are people that just being objective. There are people that just
But
being
not
subjective.
doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure that you always find that balance in understanding each situation.
So, OM, like you are successful here. How about in the family life? Like, did you apply, like, you led your family, right? I mean, is it also like sometimes they have successful careers, but at home we are not successful, right? We are not respected by our partners. So, did you apply that kind of leadership to your own family?
When it comes to my, let's say, to my wife, I would say we have like somehow unusual kind of setup because of course living in the Philippines we have this notion that the father or like
Yeah, is the leader,
is the
right?
leader,
Patriotic.
but I don't believe in that. So if my wife is better than me on certain things that needs to be discussed or needs to be managed in her house, then she will lead it.
Oh, wow.
So it is more about balance, accountability, and balance responsibility. So we listen to each other, we listen to each opinion. So it's not because I'm the the father in the
That you're
house.
not the controller type.
No, I hate controlling things. So it's more about making sure that we meet halfway because not just I strongly believe that in every relationship.
She's working too?
Yeah, it is working. So
She's working too. Wow,
yes, she's
career
working.
woman. That's why. Because, you know, sometimes if you marry a housewife, then the world is centered on you. What you say, they say yes. So she's a career woman
Yes,
too.
she is.
That's
she's,
why.
She's a unit manager in Capital.
Amazing. Wow. So congratulations from a humble beginning, and there's always hope for everyone for as long as you follow the goal
Yeah.
objectively and
And
subjectively.
at the same time, always be consistent. There are a lot of times that we 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 reach our goal, or somehow we want to learn something, and once we know how to do it, we became complacent about things. So we tend to relax, and then next thing that you know, and then the other people are probably your colleagues or some possible competitors is leading the way. So you need to make sure that you need to be consistent
Oh
about
my
what you
God.
do, and again, don't be complacent about what you already know, but always learn something new.
I know. And then always receive the right feedback.
Yeah.
Right. So thank you so much, OM, for guesting in my show, for giving us your wisdom to be the right person in this world, right? Nobody is just passing by and did nothing.
Exactly.
I really like your example. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you,
I know you will still go. I wonder what is higher than an OM.
It's senior operations manager.
Of course, you deserve that.
I don't know.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.